Something to complain about. Today on Growing Idaho, how tough is it to buy a home in the Treasure and Magic Valleys? Pretty tough. I'll say more. NBC just rolled out something called the Home Buyers Index. It's for folks like you if you're looking to buy a home, and also these folks, the Bellets. They began shopping for a home back in 2020. 4 years, 2 babies, 1 dog, and 8 rejected offers later. They are still in a rental.
I don't think that we anticipated 5 years into our marriage we'd still be renting. Prices of the houses, plus those high interest rates, really make it just unrealistic to be able to afford what it will cost you monthly to own a house. But exactly how unrealistic is it? How tough is it? NBC's new Home Buyers Index tries to put a rating on that toughness and unrealisticness. The index takes into account median home sales prices, mortgage rates, housing inventory, among other things. Gives a rating from 0 to 100, with 0 being the easiest and 100 being near impossible to buy a home. Right now, nationwide, it shows the index at 82.4. That's near an all-time high. Also, the index shows it's been harder the past 2 years to buy a home than any other period in the past decade. That's nationally. How do we look locally? Still not good. Let's go through a few county ratings. The index right now is only using numbers from 14 counties in Idaho. There's 44. So they're excluding the more rural counties and counties with resort towns full of investment properties. Nevertheless, in Ada County, the rating is 71.7. It's actually better than expected. Still not good. High cost and interest rates are driving that rating. You see these graphs right here, which track the rising prices on top, the falling buying power in the middle, and the affordability gap on the bottom. That affordability gap shows the blue line with the median income and the green line with the median priced home. You can see how those flipped a few years ago. Just like in Canyon County right here, you can see how a person making the median income cannot afford the median priced home. The index in Canyon County sits at just 63.3. That is second best in the state of the 14 counties that are rated. Despite high cost and interest rates, just like in Ada County, NBC says the competition is relatively low and inventory is relatively high. Now, the key word there is relatively. Overall, competition still fierce and inventory just cannot keep up. But it's not as bad as in the toughest county, according to this rating, to buy a home in the entire state. That would be, drum roll, Twin Falls County. Twin Falls, congratulations. All bad news here as prices are up, buying power is way down, and that affordability gap is very much flipped. Prices, competition, interest rates have all driven Twin Falls County to one of the worst home buyer ratings in the entire country. 27th worst in the nation, nearly in the top 25. Yikes. Now again, you're going to find more expensive homes in bigger counties, but you also find higher wages typically. So this rating takes all of that into account. Also, again, there are 44 counties in the state. Only 14 are rated by NBC here. So it's not a complete picture. But the big takeaway here is that things are tough everywhere, with the nation's rating again at 82.4. That's up from about just 27, a little more than a decade ago. Coming up.